All right, this should be the last video. We're going to do pyramids and cones. And it kind of all goes together. So on a pyramid, you have a few different terms. The height of a pyramid has to go from the top of the pyramid perpendicular to the base. So it's usually like inside the pyramid like this. And then the slant height is the height that goes down the edge of the pyramid. So sometimes we have to use Pythagorean theorem to help us find one of those. So if we're given the side length here, and we're looking for the height, we'd use half of the side length with the slant height to do Pythagorean theorem to find the height. Or maybe we need to find the slant height and we can use Pythagorean theorem. So first, we have this base here. If it doesn't tell us this other side, we would just assume that it's a square because there's no other way for us to find anything out. So we're going to assume that it's a square. And then you need all of this information, the perimeter, the slant height, the area of the base, and the height in order to solve all of these things. So be sure you have your perimeter handy. So first, the perimeter of the base, we just add all those up, it'll be 40. The slant height is given to us, that's 12. The area of the base, we multiply the side times the side, which is 100. And then to find the height, that's where we have this little triangle. So this part would be half of the base, which would be 5. The slant height is 12. We have 12 squared minus 5 squared equals height squared. So we do that with Pythagorean theorem and we get 10.9 as our height. And then the surface area of the lateral surface area is 1/2 perimeter times slant height. So it's nice to just already have all that information there. So then all we do is 1/2 times 40 times 12. For the total surface area, we need this part plus area of the base. So now we just have to add the 100 to it. And then the volume of a pyramid is 1/3 area of the base times the height. So we have the area of the base, we have the height, multiply those together, times 1/3, and you get 363. So it's nice to just have all this information handy, and then we just have to plug it into our formula. Our next example, our base is shaded in. It's the green triangle at the bottom. So the perimeter of that triangle, we have 6, 8. It's a right triangle, so we can use Pythagorean theorem to find that that's 10. It's also one of those common triples that you're going to see over and over again, and we should just know that it's 10. So our perimeter is 24. The slant height is this that goes from up here to the edge of the base, so that would be 15. And then the actual height is 14. And the area of the base, 1/2 base times height, so 1/2, 6 times 8, which would be 24. So I want you to pause here and figure out these last three on your own, and then start the video. So for 1/2 perimeter times slant height, so you should have gotten 180. Total surface area, you take that and just add the area of the base, that would be 204. And then the volume, 1/3 of the area of the base times the height. So 1/3 of 24 times 14 is 112. So that is pyramid. For cones, we have some similar formulas. and some similar terms. The slant height is from the top to the edge of the cone, like down the outside. The height has to be down the middle, perpendicular to the base. I shouldn't say down the middle, just perpendicular to the base. And then the radius is of the circle. So here, okay, here we need to know these things in order to do the radius 7. Let's not know that part yet. We need to and then figure it out, which is 25. The area of the base is pi r squared. So 7 squared is 49. So that is 5. And then the height is 24. With your formula chart, the lateral surface area of a cone is pi r L. So you just take pi times 7 times 25, which is 175 pi. Total surface area, we add, so 175 pi plus 49 pi, which is 24 pi. And then the volume of the cone is the same as the volume of the pyramid. So 1/3 the area of the base times the height, and that gives us 392 pi. Our next example, the apex of the cone, which is like the tip piece of the cone, is not at the center of the base on it, but it doesn't really change a whole lot. So the radius is 2. The slant height here, we're going to have to find it in a second. The height is this 5.5. So to find the slant height, we do have a right triangle here. And this is 5.5 and this is 4. We can do Pythagorean theorem. We do Pythagorean theorem for that slant height, we get 6.8. And then the area of the base is pi r squared. So the radius is 2, 2 squared is 4, so it's 4 pi. So using these numbers, go ahead and fill in your lateral, your total, and your volume. Okay, so this is what I got for all of those things. 13.6 pi, 17.6 pi, and 7.3 pi. So from all of that, you should be good now to finish the pyramids and cones on the back to 25. And then you can even look at the other side. We haven't quite gone over all that, but you're smart, you can figure it out. And we need to make sure we keep up with these notes for help. That's our last video.